Hi everybody, I would like to introduce you to douchebag number one today in the nation. Steven Crowder is a real douchebag. And I explain you why. Not because he's been kicked in the ass by someone from the union. I'm against violence in general. I don't accept the idea that anybody can attack you, physically attack you for your political things, but because this guy deserved it. I mean, let's analyze the facts. If this is the typical attitude of people like Fox News, they're the so-called agent provocateur. We just go there and provoke people, you know? In history, we have tons of that. Every time you had a demonstration for civil rights, for human rights, you had people, most of the time sent by the government, especially if the government is a conservative government, to disrupt a pacific demonstration to defend your own right to exist. I mean, the difference between this guy and the union guys is this guy is a so-called YouTube celebrity, as I could be a YouTube celebrity. I'm not even a YouTube celebrity. I don't give a shit to be a YouTube celebrity. But he's not a journalist. And I explain you why this guy's not a journalist. He's just an agent provocateur. What is the police? Because in a situation like this, when you see that these people are angry and there are demonstrators and there are 12,000 people there, in general what happens is that if you have different ideas and you want to create your own thing, these people are put in another side, and the police try to keep the two groups separate, not to mix them up, because the risk is exactly that something can happen. But if you are a journalist, think that this guy is not, and different to respect to the union people, this guy doesn't have a job, while the union people, they really have a job, and they defend their job, and they defend also the job of many millions of other people. If you are a journalist, you go there and ask questions, you don't make your comments, you just collect your information, then you go home. If you add your personal idea, you edited your idea, and you put your comments together, and you make your videos and say, you know, this guy said this guy said that, I don't agree with this point of view, but I don't go there and insult them, provoke them, and as it was very obvious, at the point in which you can see that the video is being cut and re-edited. We don't see a continuation of the video. If he was an honest person, and that I really doubt he is, he would have let the video go the way it was. While you obviously see that there is a part in which he interviewed people, and then there is a part in which there is this fat man you can see in the picture is verbally attacking him, probably because something happened. But there is a cut in between, and we don't know what happened there, which means that this guy edited the video. The video is not one. So if you were honest, you let the camera go and see and record whatever happened. This is what journalists do in general. They continue to record because they want to keep themselves independent of what your personal opinion. Could be right, could be left, it doesn't matter. You just are a witness of a situation. While your scope was to provoke these people, because this is what Fox News does. They go in the houses of people, they invade their property, and they go with their microphone invading their space. It's like those jackals that go to the funerals of the soldiers coming back from Afghanistan, and they go there and say, you are fags, it's right to kill you because you are fags. So you go there and provoke people for their ideas, and I assure you, I would react not physically but verbally against someone that in the moment which I am pissed off, you come there and piss me off even more, as this guy did. That's the reason why he's the number one douchebag in the nation, and honestly, he deserves what he got. I will give you a simple example. Why? So this is an example why this is an idiot. Imagine that you have lions in a cage that have been pushed and sticked and kept in a cage, so they are in captivity, they are not free to express themselves, and they are angry and they are pissed. And then you want to dominate them. So you go to the circus and send them in a cage and you go with your stick, but you are not a professional guy, you know? So you go there, at a certain point, one of the lion attack you and remove your arm, and the other one attacks you and eat your leg. And you complain because the lion was mean. Well, first, you were unprofessional because you don't know how to deal with people that are, with lions in this case, that are angry. And second, you are a douchebag because it's what you deserve. Period. This guy is also a douchebag for other reasons. I saw other videos of this guy. This guy is absolutely ignorant of what he's saying. For instance, he made a video regarding the fiscal cliff and talking about making jokes about people. They don't understand that the Republicans make such a beautiful proposal of $800 billion cuts. But as we all know, as soon as you ask Republicans, during the last 6 months, Paul Ryan and then Romney and all the Republicans, and they ask them where they want to make those cuts, they will never tell you, because they know that their intention is to cut Social Security, cut Medicare, cut entitlements, but because they know that most of the people in this country wants to increase taxes to the top 2%, and they want to cut military spending. And this is obvious from any poll that you look at. So this guy is an ignorant for this reason. And especially in this case, he goes there with his own arrogance, attacking people on a very delicate situation, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. Because today the minimum wage, depends on what the situation is, but it's around $7.25 or whatever, which is below poverty level. Which, if we compare it to the 70s, and adjusted by inflation and with the cost of life, it's more or less exactly the same, with the difference that that minimum wage in the 70s was above poverty level. So people could spend money, could send kids to school, to buy insurance. So middle class was wealthy and could go on. And this way the economy, I mean, these are the real job creators. Because to be honest, the job creators today are not job creators, because the intention of many of the job creators is to cut jobs, not to create jobs, because with automation and internet they have no interest in putting more people in place. But this is another story. So coming back on the point, the minimum wage today should be $12.5 per hour to be above the poverty level. And that's what actually Costco did. The CEO of Costco, who's got a salary of $500,000, he gives between $15 and $17 per hour to his employer, and all the benefits, and their productivity is much higher than Walmart, which actually use the so-called right to work bullshit that we are seeing right now in Michigan. And 7 out of 10 of the most poor states, the poorest states here in the United States, use a right to work. So